Have you ever felt like you're screaming inside, but no one hears you? Like you're breaking slowly, but on the outside, you're still holding everything together. This video is not for the answers, it's for the ones who feel like they have been quietly bleeding with no one ever noticing. It's for the ones who smile in public and cry when no one's around. It's for you because maybe you have asked yourself, why does no one understands how much it hurts me? You show up, you laugh at jokes, you reply to text, you get your tasks done, and because you're functioning, the world assumes you're fine. But no one sees the heaviness that sits in your chest when you're alone. No one sees how much effort it takes just to get through the day. No one sees the moment right before you fall asleep when your thoughts come back and hit you all over again. Because your pain isn't loud, it's quiet, silent, invisible. But that doesn't mean it's not real. It's not always crying in the corner or screaming at the sky. Sometimes it's numbness. Sometimes it's lying in bed for hours, feeling like you don't even exist. Sometimes it's pretending you're okay so well that you start believing maybe you should be, but deep down, there's this aching emptiness that doesn't go away. It's when you are surrounded by people but still feel completely alone. When you're tired, but not just physically, you're soul tired, emotionally drained, and even you don't know how to explain it anymore. They don't get it, not because they don't care, but because they never had to feel it like I do. They don't know what it's like to carry so much in your chest and still smile so people don't worry. They have never had to explain sadness that comes from nowhere. They have never sat in a room full of people and still felt completely alone. They look at me and think, she's strong, she will be fine. But they don't see the parts of me that cry before bed, or stare at the ceiling at 2 a.m., or feel numb, or even when life is fine. There's a special kind of loneliness that comes when people get you wrong, when they look at the version of you that's smiling and moving on and assume you have healed. But they didn't see how much it took just to get out of bed. They didn't hear the thoughts you had to fight off to show up. And so, no one checks in, no one asks. They think you're okay, so you just carry it quietly, like always. Not asking for much, just someone to see you, not fix you, not preach at you, just see you. You're not even asking for answers, just a moment where someone sits next to you and says, I know it's heavy. You don't have to carry it alone right now. But instead, people say things like, try journaling, maybe go outside more. Others have it worse. And in those moments, it doesn't feel like comfort. It feels like you should have never said anything at all. One time, I finally opened up, like really opened up. I was scared, but I did it. I said out loud, I don't think I'm okay. And the person just sat there, awkward. Then they said, don't overthink it. You will be fine. That was it. And that night, I felt stupid, embarrassed, like I had exposed this fragile part of mine, and they looked at it like it was nothing. Since then, I don't say much. I just smile. And when people ask, how are you? I lie. If you have ever opened up to someone and felt worse afterward, I get it. If you have ever had to comfort yourself because no one else knew how to hold your pain, you are not alone. Some people are just can't go where you feel things. They live on the surface, you don't. And it's not your fault that they can't meet you there. The truth is, you're not dramatic. You're not too much. You're just deep in a world that rushes past everything. You feel things others avoid. You carry things others would break under. And even if no one ever told you this before, what you feel is real. It matters, even if they never understand it. So if you are still hurting quietly and no one seems to notice anymore, I want you to know I see you. Maybe we have never met, but I know that kind of pain, the kind that doesn't make noise, the kind that doesn't show in photos or text, the kind you carry even when you're tired of carrying anything. This video, it's not a solution, it's just proof that someone out there understands, and maybe that's enough for tonight. You are still here, and that matters more than anything.